Hello, everyone. My name is Ron McCurdy. I'm faculty in the Contemporary Division in the Thornton School. I hope that you and your families are doing well, being safe and healthy. This has been a very difficult time for all of us. This is not the kind of year that we would have wished for our graduates of the class of 2020. And we're trying to figure out the safest way to reopen in the fall so that we can at least offer the best possible experience for those of you who are returning to our beautiful campus. As I mentioned, this has been a difficult time given the COVID-19 pandemic virus and also the social unrest that we've been experiencing. This is an opportunity to present your art to address this kind of situation. I always say that art is a reflection of life. I've been encouraged by the outpouring of support from people of all different ethnic backgrounds. If you go back and look at history and look at, for instance, the civil rights marches of the 1960s, you saw predominantly African Americans and perhaps a few white clergymen. But what we're seeing right now are people of all different ethnic backgrounds, of different ages, from all over the country, all over the world, who are standing up for freedom and equality. My grandmother used to always say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And this is a time now for those of you who are composers and artists of different genres to think about what you can do if you feel so inclined to lend your voice to support. I want to share with you a couple of things that I think are very important as it relates to a couple of skill sets that I think are crucial for the artist in the 21st century. The first one is being an artist itself, and that is being at the highest level of performance. Your performance is a performance of clarity. You're able to execute and communicate well with your audiences. Secondly, you should be a pedagogue. You should be able to teach others what you do. Thirdly, you should be a composer. Everyone in the 21st century should be involved in some degree of composition. If it's nothing more than writing a duet for your instrumental voice or writing a full orchestral work, everyone should be involved in composition. My mentor, the late David Baker, would always say, you find your artistic voice through composition. And then lastly, an intellect. And this may be one of the most important of the four skill sets. An intellect is someone who is in constant quest of knowledge. So if you are an artist, as Herbie Hancock would say, that's what you do. That is not who you are. You're much more than just a vocalist or a pianist or a composer. You are a citizen of the universe, and therefore you should try to acquaint yourself with as much information as possible. Now, this ties into my final point, and that is being able to create what I call big idea projects. Many times in higher education, we train you all to be great side men and side women. That is, waiting for someone else to call you for a gig. If you attend a school like USC, we should be creating leaders, those who will have their own ensembles, those who will be the initiators of their own careers. So if you are an intellect, you're curious. You go into libraries, museums, you appreciate visual art, dance, poetry. You read novels. You read the writings of various authors so that you can gain a much better understanding of how we as a people engage in this tango dance we call life. You just live your life. And in the course of living your life, you will often back into these wonderful big ideas that can be the fodder for your creative projects. And when you create your own works, you tell your own stories because, first of all, as an artist, we are first and foremost storytellers. We tell stories. We use our art to convert whatever's happening in life into some type of artistic presentation. So if you are living your life and you care about, let's say, women's reproductive rights, immigration, green technology, saving the world, any of those things that you make, Black Lives Matter, no matter what it is, then that becomes hopefully the foundation for the story that you will tell. You will organize your own ensemble. You will compose the music, or you will work with a composer. You will discover which venue is most compatible for your presentation. You will market your event. These are the kinds of things that I think we have to figure out how to do. Now, given the fact that there probably won't be any live performances for the foreseeable future, now we have to create virtual performances. So you work with technology. You figure out a way to videotape your performance and present it to presenters in this virtual format. So we have always been creative. That's what we do. We're creative artists, and now we're being challenged during this time to figure out how can we create other platforms to present our art. I hope these little tidbits have given you some inspiration and some ideas of what you might do. But I would say you must do something. We can only feel sorry for ourselves for so long until we have to get off the couch and actually do something. I hope that you will take my words to heart and figure out what kinds of contributions you can make. Thank you for listening. I'm honored to be a faculty member in the Thornton School. I wish you all the best and continued health. And I look forward to seeing you in the fall when classes resume. Have a good day. Bye-bye.